What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Goblins of Elderstone with me, Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and continue to build our colony. Our first go at it went pretty well. We've got some basics set up. We've got a lot of areas where our little goblins can live in. We've got a crafty area where they're picking up bones. They got 8 of them right there, which is pretty rad. We're also picking up hemp and some other little things. We're crafting weapons. We're doing all kinds of stuff. So you alternate as much as you need to between weapons and also crafting basic tools. I think we're good along that front. It's time for us to look into new construction. Today, we're going to start working on matters of faith. I think it's a really good idea. We have a faith hall. And so assign an elder, prioritize faith orders. That sounds pretty good. Let's put this thing, I don't know. Where do we want our hall of faith to be? I think it should be behind the king symbolically. But I don't think it's going to fit over there. I guess we'll put their little worship center on this side. There we go. So now everybody can go to Goblin Youth Group and they can play little games and do all that kind of stuff to get them amped up about the fact that they are serving the glorious Goblin Empress. That's the point. All of this is working towards one central goal: control of the population. You can't just let them think that they run stuff, all right? That's not how this business functions. Did I say business? I mean this government. Did I say government? I mean this charity. See, it's all about rebranding and making sure that the goblins understand that they need you. The second that they start to feel like they don't need you, then that's when you start to fall out of power. Let's speed the game on up. I find the game plays best if you got it at a decent speed. So my little guards are standing over here like doing their thing. It is a wise idea, methinkies, to go through and build a watchtower over on this side as well. Just to keep a look at the outlands, the hinterlands of our kingdom. Sometimes things go wrong, and having people available along the outside of the kingdom who can die slowing down the enemy while you arm everybody else is worth having. You gotta have somebody that lights the fire along the wall. That guy has to exist. It's not a glamorous job. It's not a job that you're probably gonna survive, but it is a job that somebody needs to have so that, we know when an attack is coming. We haven't had anything nasty happen just yet. In fact, I haven't even seen a single undead walking around. I'm curious how that's going to play out. Last time I played this game, you got attacked pretty quickly. This time around, it seems like they're giving us a little bit more breathing room to get everything done. Look at that. Goblins like to build in grids. Who would have thought? It's almost as if someone who is obsessed with keeping things in grids is playing these goblins and telling them what to do with their time. They are assembling our super awesome hall over here. And we need a few more sticks and we need a few more things before this is actively going to work very well. But I think everybody's kind of dedicating themselves to building more stuff at the moment. And we'll worry about getting everything else done later on down the line. Our storage is looking okay. We're at 138 out of 200. I love the way the city lights up at night. So anytime it's dark out, they light all the little torches and everything like that. I think that's good. That makes me happy. We need some more guards. And military people, go do your thing. We have a yellow goblin now. All we've ever had before is green goblins. Where are the yellow goblins from? Are they like, I guess they're our people. They were born to us. Maybe it's like a genetic mutation. I don't know. Maybe it's like a recessive gene or something like that that makes goblins orange. Everybody else is green. That's the one goblin that's orange. I don't know. Do goblins get picked on for being orange? I hope not. I hope our goblins are tolerant and they enjoy being around each other. I hope that they're like open to chilling with goblins. We have weapons that we're going to be able to make pretty soon. Aw, yes. And it looks like they're doing it right here. Yeah, buddy. We've only got 20 sticks. Diseases in the area? What does that mean? Like, what does that do if there's diseases? A lordless warrior strides into the village. He shouts of a great quest and a lost treasure. He wants strong goblins to dig for him and carry loot. Yeah, send 4 goblins, I guess. We have not enough peons to do that, but I'm going to do it anyways because, oh, we're out of food. Never mind. Gold will likely only be in Lordless Warrior's head. Go tell him to go away. So there it is. Warrior call us frightened frogs. Later he passed village and teased us with sacks of loot he carry. I don't care about that. That's irrelevant. Looks like people are kind of hungry right now. Maybe I should, like, prioritize gathering berries for a minute or two. Like, there we go. Let's prioritize gathering berries. Peons, if you got stuff to do, you should definitely go out and get berries. How many did she bring back with her? She bring back a lot? I saw her bring something back, but it didn't even... Okay, so she brought back 8. I think people are hungry. They're trying to get fed right now. And so if I can have people designated to go get this food before winter comes, that's a really good plan because winter is coming. So I don't know what kind of food surplus we're going to need in order to make it through this, but my guess is that we're going to need a pretty hefty chunk, a decent amount. So we've got berries right there. I think 7 is what we need to do like special functions. We can elect someone now to be our head goblin. You know what? She was born with yellow goblin skin. That's a sign from the gods. She's now the leader of our religious faction. She is the chosen one. She was born with golden skin. We worship a god of gold. It makes sense in a weird goblinish way. It kind of makes sense. Well, guess what? You're now the head of a religion. Don't screw it up, champ. Don't screw it up. You probably will, but, don't feel bad about it if you do. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, many have done it before you. Many will do it after you. Sometimes you screw up an entire religion and ruin an entire culture. You never know until you try. You got to put your best foot forward and try really, really hard. Have we actually gathered any of these? Because I would like to have more berries. There we go. So now we got a couple of these little guys in here. Let's watch them do their work. Perfect. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Go grab some berries off that bush. Do the berries not go down when we harvest off the bush? I guess they don't. I thought we were going to have limited berries. I was wrong. This entire season is mostly just going to be dedicated to getting our food fixed. If we can't get our food situation fixed up, it's going to be bad. It's not going to be kind of bad. It's going to be really bad. I think it's because we have too many warrens. That might be our main issue, is just that there's too many warrens and there's too many things that need to be taken around. Is anybody else over here actually prioritizing this? It seems like they're kind of like crossways prioritizing it. They're like, well, maybe we'll go take care of it. Possibly we'll go take care of it. I think I'm going to need a trade hall. We got to get these people to do something. I got to assign people to do certain stuff. I didn't want to, but I think I'm going to have to. So there is our trade hall right there. Right next to the center of our city. That should kick people into motion and get them to go gather sticks and all that kind of stuff. We have plenty of logs. So guess what? You guys are no longer employed here. Yup. You are now just normal peons. Go help out with the basic sundries that we need in order to get through this situation. I will probably do a lot of that in the near future. I don't need that many scavengers either. So go ahead and kick off a couple scavengers here. The one thing that we won't keep a skeleton crew on is our literal skeleton crew. The guys that are out here protecting us from skeletons that are very, very likely to come around and mess with us pretty soon. We need... Yeah. We have a lot of tools right now. Go ahead and shut off tool production. And just have them focus on making weapons, I guess. Weapons of war. We do worship the war god. We worship the hell out of that war god. We worship that war god so good that he's like, damn, how you worship me so good? And I'm like, you know how I do it, with incense, with fire, with a little bit of dancing in the moonlight. That's how we keep it cracking out here. That's how we do our deal. What's wrong with this place? Oh, it's full up. Okay, so we're going to need another storage location as well before things go on too far. Let's go ahead and I will drop this. So is it because there's a goblin sleeping right there? Goblins, stop sleeping on the ground. Why are you sleeping on the ground? You're getting in the way. Oh, good. We got 2 new adults. That means I can reassign people back to what they were doing prior. There we go. So with a few more adults, we should have some scavengers running around. As soon as the trade building is up, what we're going to be able to do with that is we'll assign people jobs. So all of our peons, which the game, I don't think it has a really good organizing interface just yet for organizing like who does what job. But it will later on, I hope. It's a little hot out right now. Well, everybody hang out by the well and do your thing. Don't panic too much. I live in a place where it's very, very hot. It's very hot and it's very shitty where I live. It's the worst. Trust me, you don't want to deal with it. But you get over it after a while. You get over it. What is this dude doing right here? He is crafting. He's full. He's productive. He is a breeder. What is he making, though? Like... I don't know. What is he up to? Is there a thing around here that says what he's doing? I don't know. I don't see anything up in there. Hopefully we'll get it sorted out before too long. Hopefully they'll go down and get some berries too. I'm trying to have a berry surplus. Then again, maybe that's why they're not collecting things, is because our trade huts were full. And so we need to do a better job. I will also take this opportunity to build yet another well, like right there, so that we can fight fires everywhere that we need to fight fires in the case that it needs to happen. Haulers! There we go. We'll put a hauler over there just to move things around to this trade location as well. It looks like we finally Maybe that's what's in transit versus what we have in storage, possibly. I don't really know. We have enough goblins right now to where I'm hoping they'll catch up on this before winter gets here, but this could be a very hungry winter for us. This could be an incredibly hungry winter. This could be a downright miserable winter if we don't pull it off. It's definitely not what they're carrying. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just what you need right now. Maybe it's your backlog on food and stuff like that before things get too rowdy. Why are you guys getting stone right now? Oh, it's going to be for the well. That's what they're doing, is they're trying to gather up some stone for the well. Okay. I also approve that decision. Nice job, goblins. Way to take the initiative when I wasn't paying attention right. With our trade center, we can do a trade faction leader. Like so. Not bad. Did one of my buildings burn down? Or did we just get like a ton of new goblins? I think we got a ton of new goblins. Alright, so with normal buildings, we will put down another little living area right there. We've got a number of goblins that are saying they have nowhere to live. I'm pretty sure that's a fib because we're only one population over the top. But maybe they're fighting right now. Maybe Goblin Society is a tumultuous society where headbutting and punching determines who gets to live in a house. And so it's just a never-ending cavalcade of people punching and kicking and fighting. Can I close these down? That'd be a great idea. Let's do that. Let's close those all down. We've got our well right there. We're starting to stock up on food for the future. That's good because we don't have enough of it, so please fix that problem for me. Fix, 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 fix. That's all I care about for right now. Are they actually making weapons? Or are weapons, are you not able to make those yet? Maybe they're not implemented yet. You're not able to get weapons yet in the early access phase that the game is in right now. Possible. So here, we can decide who gets to do what. We can go filter by job if we really wanted to do this the right way. And we'll go to there, and then you go filter by job. You can go peons, and if you've got your peons, you can tell them to focus on certain things. So, for example, these 3 only get food, these 3 only get wood, and these 3 only get stone, like so. So that at least they're focused on what they need to do. That way, instead of them like running in between jobs and getting confused by stuff and being like, I'm going to go get a bone. Oh, no, I'm going to go get a rock. Oh, I'm going to go get this thing. Now, you don't have to worry about that anymore. We have no berries on the bush right now. This might be a very, very hungry season. I may not have prioritized food properly, and it might backfire on me. I don't know. Our population is growing faster than I expected. We don't have very good goblin prophylactics, apparently. I hope they don't starve before the season is over. That would suck. Please don't starve, little baby goblins. Although it says that they have 25 berries inside each one of these places, which means that the runoff, they should be able to survive on that for a little while. I don't know how long that lasts, 25 berries. We have enemies and people are running for their lives. Why are people running for their lives? Who's attacking? Who's got a problem? Who'd you want me kill? It said somebody was running for their life. I don't see any enemies. I don't see a damn thing. I am suspicious of this current set of stimuli. Very, very suspicious. Incredibly suspicious, really. We have a weaver, so we have goblins that can create cloth. With you guys, have they even brought back any hemp? Do we have hemp? How do I know if I have hemp? Oh, we do have hemp. Okay, let's make a weaver. I don't have a weaver, so people need jobs. Employment needs to happen. Let's make a weaver. It looks like they can make cloth, but we need boards first, which means I need a lumber mill. All right, well, we'll keep that over on this side then, next to our entire wood industry, if it'll make things run a little bit smoother. I don't really want that path right there. That path is a little odd. There we go. That'll work. It's going to take us 20 logs, 4 tools, and 20 stones in order to make that happen. I'm really hoping we ride out this winter. I think we're gonna. I don't think we have. So winter's about to end, and then we're going to go straight into spring. And at that point, we should be able to get berries again. We didn't go through our surplus, though. Every single one of these places looks like it's pretty much set up the way that I want it to be set up. I'm going to speed the game up one more time while we wait for stuff to happen. I love the way everything's connected. In a lot of ways, it reminds me of Planet Base. I think that when you make a colony builder, making everything connected in one way or another, it makes for a really pleasing aesthetic and atmosphere for the game. And honestly, I've always liked it. Like, I love in Planet Base, once you've been playing for like 30 hours, you can like go down to ground level and then zoom out, and you can just see like this sprawl of stuff that you've built for like forever, and it all interconnects, and every single building has like a function, and every single building is in a location for a reason, and it's just cool seeing the form and the function and the design all come together in a game like that. Makes me happy. The year has ended with winter, with 9 peons sitting around. I think it might be a good idea for us to start assigning some extra jobs to people. I'm going to put another one in right there. We're going to start looking for some of the other stuff. With our craftsmen, we don't really need that just yet. Another hauler down here, I think, would actually be advantageous. Oop, I did something dumb. My bad. Advantageous for us to get another hauler down on that side so that when loot is being moved around, things become a little bit simpler. For our religion, I don't think we need anybody else. Yeah. For our woodcuttery, I will assign one more person. There it is. It seems as though we are mostly full up on random stuff like... So I think the 13 food is what's missing from each of our warrens, now that I'm looking. Pretty sure that's what they mean. I mean, it's not good. We are eating a lot of food. All we can do is hope that winter comes around and things work out okay. That's pretty much, we just got to hold on to our hats. And this time around, we'll send out more peons to go get food specifically, especially once we get a few more peons. We'll go to the trade master and we'll assign like maybe 5 or 6 peons to go out and get food. Make sure that they're constantly picking off berries and stuff like that. You can also have scavengers go out and get frogs. If you do that, it'll work out okay. You send scavengers out to get frogs and they can eat those too. That counts as a food, I guess. As far as the game goes, I probably wouldn't do that myself, but, you know, I've had frog legs, actually, so I guess I should probably take that back. Frog legs are not that bad. We fried them up. We deep-fried a couple. We fried some of the other ones on up in a pan. We used to go frog gigging when I was a kid. You go out, we went to a lake, like a pond where we were at a cabin, and we would go there every now and again. And in the cabin, we would go out, and we would frog gig. That's what we did for food while we were out there. We frog gig. You out with a big old, like, 1,000 candle power lumen light, and you put it on, you get somebody on top of the house that just shines it down on the water. The frogs will come up out of the water, and they'll stare into the light. They'll stargaze, and they won't run away. You can walk up and just grab them. Once you try to grab them, they'll try and swim away, but they won't notice you at all. Like, you can legit just, like, stand there in the water really still with some waders on, and you just reach down, squeeze them real hard, and throw them into a bag. And then once you got, like, I don't know, a bunch of the little bastards, frog legs, But then again, I suppose that's a little bit predicated on whether or not you like frog legs or not. That would be the other half of that equation. We've got one person over here at the lumber mill doing their thing. Oh, we only got one new adult. That sucks. We've got diseases in an area. Well, that's less than pleasant. What do diseases do? Huh. I don't know. Seems like maybe diseases will affect something at some point, but... that time is not right now. Give me the free cam, please. I don't want to track goblins right now. That's not going to help us out at all. Let's never track goblins again. The bushes over here are kind of dying. That makes me a tiny bit worried, too. My scavengers, they're going out and getting bones and other little things. How many bones and stuff have they brought back? We've got plenty of tools, so I'm just not going to have them do that. They have not brought back a whole lot right there. Let's check our stockpiles and see what's going on. We got no frogs. It is winter, and given what I know about frogs, they don't necessarily like winter very much. They burrow down into the mud, if I remember correctly. Frogs burrow down into the mud, and they sleep through the winter or something like that, I think. I don't know. I live in a swamp, and in the winter, you never hear frogs. In the summer and in the spring, though, man, those things are everywhere. Frogs, bugs the size of your arm. There are a lot of them. There are a metric shit ton of frogs out here. We just have to make it to the next season. That's all that we have to do. Although right now we're about to run out of food. In fact, I think we're completely out of food. Jesus. Okay, well that sucks. Hopefully people don't start starving horribly. It might happen. It might happen. Splattercat has not been known for... I figured they would go pick up the food on their own during the end of the season. Then I looked up and we had a huge deficit on food. And I don't think there's a whole lot of ways can we farm or anything like that, like in the trade menu. We can do a brewery. Pigsties later on, so we can't get a pigsty just yet. But yeah, I think the pigsty is going to be the thing that determines whether or not you starve. We've only got a little bit of time in front of us, so let's just ride this thing out. It's going to get worse before it gets better, and that's just something we're going to have to live with. Come on, spring. Come on. Come on. Oh, little wheel. I need you so badly right now. If you leave me, wheel, you take away the biggest part of me. I just need winter stuff right now. Oh, damn, we got a thaw. Is the sun going to come up and thaw this stuff out? It does look like it's getting a little bit greener. Berry bushes are growing. So come down and get food. Everyone come get food right now. Prioritize scavenging the hell out of those berries until everybody has the food that they need. Oh my god, look at that big sexy berry bush right there. Berries as big as Jahed. I feel bad for Jahed. He's the size of a berry. I like Jahed. He's a nice guy, but really, I don't know. I think his job at the dealership is a negative effect on him, and I think Jahed needs to leave that avenue of employment. I just don't think it agrees with him. I think he struggles with it. I really do. He's just not a salesman, you know what I mean? His sales pitch is uber weak. It's paper thin. It's not the sales pitch that we need. It's the sales pitch that we deserve. Job priorities. And we've got peons. So we got 2 new people over here. Guess what you guys are going to be doing? Oh, maybe those are babies. I don't know if they can be assigned just yet. Or maybe they're sick or something. I don't know. It's not allowing me to do anything with them, so I assume that they're either babies or people died from starvation, and I just didn't see it in the... Get rid of the status. And somebody's fleeing for their lives right now. Why is somebody fleeing for their lives? I still have not seen a single enemy, and yet people keep fleeing for their lives. It's got me a little bit concerned. Oh, there they are. There's undead goblins over here. I see them now. Okay. Are there undead goblins up here? Like, what happens? How do you determine when undead goblins become an issue? That's what I need to know. I need to know when that becomes a major issue. This guy's health is not so good. Maybe they died from he's diseased. Feel like going to be sick. Is there a building that I can do anything with that? Let's go through faith, maybe. We can employ priests to heal your goblins, but we need cloth for that to work. We don't have cloth yet. How are we doing on boards? So I guess I must have moved too slowly on that one. I need a weavery. There we go. Give me a beautiful little weavery. Set the game to normal speed so that I can get that into play. There's our weavery right there. We'll start getting the cloth in, then we'll bring the priests up to speed next. And I think maybe we've only gained 1 goblin. Our tribe capacity hasn't really gone up altogether that much, but we do have a food surplus, which I think is radical. I think that's going to help out a lot going into the future. We got on that a little bit quicker this time around, and I think it's going to benefit us. If I can keep people just trucking back in on berries, we can get a stack of like 40 or 50 of those things before the next season comes over, we will be in a much better position in order to keep ourselves uber safe. Now then, as soon as the weavery is done, that's going to take boards. The boards are not getting sawed at a very rapid rate. Let's go ahead and assign a new person over here to take care of that. That probably messed up. Watch, that was one of my people that was gathering berries, wasn't it? Let's have a look. That tends to be how things go. No, we're looking all right now, but I think Nox Wolf is... Where is Nox Wolf? It says they're sleeping. Why can't I change their priority? This concerns me. This concerns me a lot. I mean, keep everybody on berries, but we got to diversify our peon workforce for a minute. Yeah, I think peons are dying or something. I don't really know. We'll have to keep an eye on it and just hopefully get it done near the end. We are getting berries in reasonable supply. I don't know if people starved to death or if they froze to death or what happened, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes when you're running a society. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode of Goblins of Elderstone. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you all next time. If you like this video, all you got to do to support me is hit that like button. Aside from that, if you wanted to, you could look at the Patreon if you wanted to go a little bit further. But aside from that, not that big of a deal. If you wanted to get the game, as I say at the end of every episode, and I got it right there in the description for you. Hi to everybody, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.